Have you made your New Year's resolutions yet? If you're like most people, you've got a list of things like working out more often, losing weight, or giving up smoking or drinking, eating healthier, getting more done, getting more sleep. There's so many things that people use as New Year's resolutions. And usually, you know what happens? We start the year with a bang, take off in a fury, really concentrating and motivated to make those and keep those resolutions. And after a while, kind of peters out, doesn't it? And we lose hope and enthusiasm and they fall by the wayside. So by summer, we don't even remember much what our New Year's resolutions were. Well, let me suggest to you a different approach. And that is to make one and only one New Year's resolution. And that's this: sit down for a minute or two and think about the gifts God has given you. And by gifts, I mean talents and skills and attributes of your personality. And then write them down. Write them down. Your three greatest gifts. And of course, you have some. You have plenty of gifts because every single person has gifts given to them by God. What are yours? What are your three biggest, greatest gifts? Is it kindness? Do you have great insight in situations? Are you a faithful friend? Are you a very prayerful person? Can you make a room light up when you enter and help bring joy to others? What are your three greatest gifts? Write them down. Write them down and then resolve just this one thing. And that is to capitalize on those three gifts throughout the new year, to use them whenever possible, to look for opportunities to use your gifts to make the world better, to bring joy to others, and to be helpful to others. Three greatest gifts, but one resolution: to use them to the maximum advantage. And if you ask God, He will help you. He will help you know which gifts are your three greatest gifts. Ask someone you love. Ask a good friend. Ask your spouse. Ask a sibling. What do you see as my three greatest gifts? Maybe there are gifts that you never realized. You don't even realize you have that gift. One time a friend told me that the thing she most admired about me is that I have such a calm heart. Before she said that, I never thought of that before. I never saw myself as a person with a calm heart. But she told me that I have this calming effect on other people. Well, that's a gift God gave me, and I didn't even see it. So now, and you can believe that one of my three greatest gifts that I'm going to use to maximum advantage throughout the new year is my calming heart. So you have yours. You have a gift. You have at least three greatest gifts. And it might be something that you never thought of before. So talk to friends, not too many, because then you get a whole variety of different things and it'll be too confusing. Just one or two people who are very close to you. What do you see as my greatest gifts? And sit down, take it into prayer, ask God, Lord, what do you see are my three greatest gifts? What are the three greatest gifts you have given me? And how can I best use them throughout this new year? And then make that resolution. Lord, I give you these gifts. I give you these gifts, and I promise, I resolve to use them to the maximum advantage throughout the new year for the sake of the kingdom, for the sake of others, to help make the world a better place. And in the process of doing this, you will grow spiritually. You'll grow spiritually and you'll become a much better person because you're focusing on those three gifts. So, three gifts, one resolution, They'll carry you throughout the entire year. So by June, when most people have long forgotten their resolutions to lose weight, exercise more, on and on, well, you won't. You won't have forgotten your New Year's resolution because there's only one resolution. And by that time, you will have practiced using your gifts so often that it'll become second nature to you. And by the end of 2021, you will be an entirely different person. And people will notice this, and you will help others to become better people as well. Try it. One resolution, 3 gifts. God bless you, and may you have a grace filled and spiritually prosperous 2021.